So this time around I'm going to use some of the branches that had some of the little leaves on them from the hedges around the gardens. So before I start with them, I've taken the leaves off and I'm just going to bend them a little bit to make sure they don't snap. So I'm just going to add those in the same as I did before on top of the grasses. So just extension around there. And you're just going to keep on building this up as you go. There's another bit here. Where has it gone? There we are. So again, if it comes undone, just tuck it back through the piece that you did before and carry on going. I'm bending round, can you see? And because if it comes undone, just make sure you cover up the bit you did before and keep on going. Now this time round, because it's a branch, I'm just going to tuck it through the last one that I came out of, and then I'm going to carry on. And you're going to keep on working to, if you start thinking about your fish, you'll get to a size. So I've got to about that distance. Now you have to think about how much room you've got, and I'm going to start bending this in to see how big a tail I need. So actually I probably should have done that a little bit earlier, because that bit's now sticking out. Now I quite like that effect at the top because it looks a bit like a fish's tail, a fin. So rather than undo it altogether, I'm going to leave those bits sticking up to be like a fin, and the bit that I just slightly took down, I'm going to wind round a little bit tighter and bring it in. There you are. So allowing for your fish and your tail, I'm going to trim those bits off. I've now got a fin at the top as well. So I'm going to carry on going, but this time round I'm going to hold the tail in a bit as I go. So some of the things I find easiest to do is to use your tummy like an extra extension to hold it against when I'm working, because sometimes you feel like you haven't got enough hands. So this time around, as I'm holding the tail in, I can either use my tummy, or one of the things I forgot to mention is that you can use a little bit of wire or a little bit of string and just fasten it round your tail. There you go, to hold it in place so it doesn't come undone while you're working. You see, so I've just put a piece of wire or a piece of string. I should have thought to mention that.